And if you've just watched Google's VO3, then you already know how royally cooked we are, because that was more of an honest threat than any sort of gleeful advert. Because not only will this feed all the more into the dead internet theory, but this quite literally just confirms that quite literally nobody is safe. Unfortunately, we have known for quite a long time that celebrities have unfortunately always been up for grabs. As for someone like Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande, with the amount of content and pictures they have out there in the world, it's all the more likely that they will be susceptible for someone to use their faces to train AI or something worse. And that's a fact that most people have unfortunately already known. That's why there's some celebrities like Taylor Swift that have taken the legal action to try and stop this. But I haven't heard many people talk about the fact that everyday individuals like you and I, yes, you and I, are still very much on the table. And quite frankly, everyone uses social media. We are in the age of technology after all. That means most people's voices, faces, and oftentimes biometrics is already online. So it's only a matter of time until someone uses something to train it with. And Gen Z, I fear we are not safe in any respect, as back in the day we would laugh and jeer at our elders, wondering how they could be so susceptible to such scams and visual manipulations. But with this new Google VO3 and with the current rate of AI, I fear our human brains have not evolved near fast enough to be able to tell the difference any better than a 70-year-old or 80-year-old. And yet, even as I speak, I haven't even touched on the economic and ecological factors that will undoubtedly be affecting, spoiler alert, the bottom majority of individuals in every single country, including the global south. We told you, we're telling you, and we're still somehow going to have to convince you that AI is not our future. It's our demise. And you pretending that it's not is engaging in the most insane reality denialism that I've ever seen in my life.
You want a scary story? You're living in one. You are living in one, darling. You can't convince me that my life isn't one big AI prompt or simulation, because Google VO3 has just confirmed it. Why has that been made? And the scary thing is AI has made it itself. So there's really no need for us to, just be here anymore when AI can fix itself and build itself and evolve itself. Now, I don't mean to sound like one of those conspiracy theorists and being like, it's going to take over the world, robots are going to come in and destroy us all. No, it's just going to make us dumb. We're not going to progress anymore because there's no need for us to progress anymore. AI is doing the thinking for us. How many of you use AI to write an email as a tool in your job? Almost all of us. It can now communicate as a human. It can write, do creative writing, maths in moments. It can create art, replicate art, make moving images like films. It can write code. It can operate machines. It can drive a car. It's probably already driving planes and submarines. So at what point is it like, we don't need you to put in manual hours anymore, because this AI piece of code is doing things for me instantly, whereas it takes you hours. And if you think that we're all going to set about on our hollybobs, just reproducing, getting fat, no, because we need money to do that. And how are we going to earn money if we're not working? There will be jobs for us, obviously. Some of us will have to dig graves and some of us will have to collect rubbish. What is also crazy is the amount of power that it takes to operate these machines. There's already like a conspiracy that all of these outages in Europe are because of the AI machines. The amount of energy it takes is honestly wild. You take one thing from this video, stop using AI as much as you can and just start thinking for yourself, because it is crazy.
Google VO3 actually has me thinking that this is a simulation, because someone is using prompts on Google VO3 to basically have the people within the prompts become like sentient or become like aware. And they're like, oh, did you guys know that we're just prompts? Like living in this universe as prompts? Like, did you know that this is all just code? And I'm like, I know that the people in the simulation aren't real, but like, this is just one of those things where it's like, if we can create a simulation that's, one day indistinguishable from reality, then who is to say we're not already in that simulation? And like when I'm watching the Google VO videos, I'm like, these people are being created out of code. And like, you can make them think that they're sentient. although you're creating the prompt, like you can like make them say things that make them seem like they're sentient. So if one day we're able to create a simulation that's indistinguishable from reality, who is to say we're not already in there? Like, who's to say that this is not already the simulation and it's just a bunch of code? And that's what this is right now. That's what Google VO3 is having me think. Seriously, like that's just proving more that this could be a simulation to me.
Nah, I ain't fucking with this, y'all. I ain't messing with this right here. This Google VO3 shit is probably the most terrifying thing I've seen in a minute, y'all. Like, this shit is actually scary as hell. I just watched an ad, right? A commercial, talking about Google VO3. And I didn't know what it was, what was going on. I just see these people talking, right? Y'all, these people are not real. These motherfuckers are AI generated. Freaking AI. And they talking to each other, right? Having a full conversation. And they like, you know that we AI, right? You know somebody typed this up on the computer and created us. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I watching? What? Like, I know people think this AI shit a joke, but nah, this shit is really getting serious. You feel me? They're creating a whole different life, a whole different world through a computer. Like, bro, they can fuck up so much shit using AI. Then you got one scene in the commercial where a character saying he don't know where he at. He don't know what's going on. I'm like, damn. What if Buddy really don't know where he at? What if he really don't know what's going on? Then one scene you got these folks protesting saying that they are actually people. They're not AI. We're actual people. Like, we are people. We are people. And I'm like, hell no. This is computer generated shit, y'all. This is insane. Like, the fact this whole scene right here is AI is wild to me. Like, this is like next generation type shit, y'all. We're really living in the future or the end times.
Boomers, Gen X, some Gen Z, and under are clearly going to have a hard time with this new Google VO3. I really don't think most millennials, I don't think we're going to have a problem with identifying, because I watched a ton, like I literally just watched like at least 6 videos that people are posting on here, and that shit is obviously AI. Like, I don't understand how some people are like, oh, I can't see the difference. There's something wrong with you, baby, because it's clearly AI. Like, I don't see how you don't see that it's clearly AI. It doesn't look real. Like, it doesn't. Like, it's way some of the shit's too polished. Some of the, like, I don't see how you don't get that it's AI. Our parents definitely, and grandparents, they're gonna have a hard time. Like, even some, like, there's some things, like, I saw one thing my mom sent me before, and I was like, that's an AI video. That's not real. That's an AI photo. Like, that's not real. It's just not real. So I think people are gonna have to, I feel like we have some time. That shit is definitely right now it's $135 a month. It is $250 a month after this 3-month trial. A lot of people are not gonna even be able to afford to use it. So I feel like we shouldn't have too much stuff with it, because people literally can't even afford to use that tool. But you're gonna have to be mindful. Like, people need to gonna have to slow down, look at things with a critical eye, and be more mindful of some things that we're seeing. You're gonna have, if they're gonna, that tool's clearly getting rolled out, it's not gonna go anywhere. So you're gonna have to take a step back and look at something critically, and then probably have to go and look it up from a credible news source, to tell if it's real or not. I want someone to do a study, because I want to understand how people are just not, it looks weird. Like, they don't look, you can tell, I don't know how you can't tell an AI generated photo. Like, they don't look real. They look super airbrushed, like they don't look real. But I'm guessing it's also the issue of all the years that people have used the filters on a lot of these apps, and maybe it has subconsciously gotten into people's brain, you thinking that it, like, that looks normal, but doesn't. Like, none of this, it doesn't look real. I'm so floored. Like, I literally don't get how people can't see that it's not real. We are going to have a major problem. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Us as a society, we are absolutely cooked. And I mean, we are absolutely cooked to the fullest. I'm so serious. So y'all don't know, Google done came out with this shit called Google VO3, meaning Google VEO3. So basically, this is an AI software that they just launched a couple days ago, where anybody for the general public can play with this as long as you have that money, right? So apparently this costs about $150 at first, and then after you finish using the membership for the whole month, it ends up being $250 a month, right? So this is an AI software where people can literally write a prompt, use other people's information to create a story or a narrative. Now, in a way, this is very dangerous, bro, because nowadays you really don't know what's real and what's fake on the internet. And the fact that you got people that they can really sit up here and use this software and create fake stories and create fake topics and narratives about other people or anything in general is very diabolical to me. You can create these different type of images. You can create these different type of movie strips. You can do anything with this software. When I tell y'all, bro, this is a dangerous game that people are playing out, bro. We are cooked as a society, and I mean that. Like, we're literally at the beginning of the end, bro. If we ain't already at the end. We are there, people. I'm telling y'all this right now. We are there. This society is about to go downhill. It's already been going downhill for years. But the fact that you got people up here using an AI generated software to create fake, false narratives about other individuals and anything in general is crazy to me. I'm so serious. No matter what it is, bro, somebody can literally take a photo of your children and connect it and to put it into something else to make it look like you done committed a crime or did something that you know you didn't do. This is what I mean when I say people are about to use this software for nothing but evil and evil and evil. I'm telling y'all. And just imagine, bro, if this is available to the general public, ain't no telling what type of technology that the government got. And then what makes matters worse, they building this supercomputer in Memphis. They building this whole Stargate's headquarters in Abilene, Texas. Like, bro, do y'all see where this AI shit is going? This shit is about to take over. And people sitting around here still asleep and don't even understand what's going on. Let me tell y'all something, bro. In the upcoming years, in the next few months, bro, a lot of stuff that's going to be on the internet will not be real, bro. And it's going to be hard for us to discern what's real and what's not. Y'all pay attention, be vigilant.
Look here, man. You better get your grandmama, your auntie, your mama, all of them hip, because I just seen the new Google VO AI engine drop. And they finna give every little bit of the information away. It looks so real, but you can tell it's AI. You see what I'm saying? The bad part is, this is as bad as it's gonna look. It's only gonna get better. My mama gonna be one of them. She gonna give all that shit away. Every time she get a little spam email, spam text, she texts me, say, is this real? Amazon said they got this gift card for me. They say they got $100,000 card, or somebody charged my Amazon account. Mom, do you have an Amazon account? No. Well, God, matter of fact, Mom, they spelled Amazon wrong. They spelled it wrong. No, it's not real. Well, they offered me a job. When you worked the 10 years, what you need to... Matter of fact, go ahead and click the link. Go ahead and click the link. No, hey, I don't want to hear nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. It's the older generation, they're going to crumble. They're going to crumble. My generation, the millennials and below, we might be okay, but in this world of anti-intellectualism, I'm not too sure.
So we know now that because of Google VO3, we're done, right? Like, everybody's like, oh, we're cooked. We're done. The society, it's a wrap. When did society wrap? Technically, I want to say like 2016, 2020. But officially, the death of society was 2025. Because I watched some of the videos, like a handful, not even some, a good amount of the videos coming from the Google VO3, and I am deeply concerned. I'm very good at spotting AI. And that's not to toot my own horn. I make it a mission to be able to spot AI because I don't want to be tricked or manipulated into thinking something is real. And I have to constantly tell family members around me, of course, older ones, that, hey, that's not real. In fact, dogs cannot do that. That's not real. That person has way more teeth than they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, that person has 7 fingers on their one hand and they're moving very weird. That's not a person. I'm I've gotten so good at spotting it for my own personal reasons and because I have older family members around me. This is scary. I cannot spot accurately what is happening. You can literally pretend that something is happening that is not, and you cannot tell the difference. I know people are like, oh, well, you can trace videos. It don't matter. This is too real. This is scary. And this is not one of those, oh, it's a boomer take. This is probably what was happening when everybody was complaining with the boomers. The boomers are miserable. Sorry, they're a miserable generation. They don't want us to have nice things. And they want to take everything they've ever gotten and die with it. Millennials, because that's what I am. I was born in 1991. I'm 34 years old. Millennials were the first group of people to have both learning the PDF and as well as using fax machines. You know, like we were in the middle of the chaos of social media and the internet really getting its footing. So when we're telling you the technological era, the beginners, that we've gone too far, we've gone too far. It's not a boomer take. There is no real need. There's no human necessity for Google VO3. There's no human need to me personally for AI in the way we've been using it. Unless it's a tool to aid people, which again, the amount of water that needs to be used to function for AI pisses me off. And America's obsession, or the world in general, but America's obsession with productivity and efficiency to like the most unhealthy levels is concerning. But all in all, to me personally, there is no purpose for Google VO3 except to fuck shit up. Because it's not a good thing. And I need us to remember that when billionaires are making things, billionaires are making things, these tech geniuses, rarely is it ever for good reasons. Like, I fear we've not watched enough movies. I did, but we've not watched enough movies where the evil guy was trying to advance technology for inevitably evil purposes. Did we not watch enough movies growing up, have enough characters? Like, they're never the good guys. This is never gonna be a good thing. You're not gonna convince me by calling me, oh, this is a boomer take. It could be. I'm still not wrong. Even if it was a boomer take, I would still need to be. I'm not wrong. It's bad, guys. This is not good.
If you work within the creative industry in any way, shape, or form, you are officially cooked. We all knew this day would come, but I just didn't expect it to come this quickly. In case you didn't know, Google have just launched probably the biggest update in generative AI we've ever seen. They're calling it Veo 3. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but here is why we're all cooked. Up until now, any AI generated videos or images looked good, but you could still tell that it was AI. It didn't look quite smooth enough, and you could just tell it was AI. Go into your search bar right now and type in VEO3, Veo 3. Look at some of the content that people are being able to produce. It looks lifelike. The same way you're looking at this video of me is exactly what this Veo 3 looks like. From what I can see, it only costs $250 to use this piece of software. So brands and businesses are no longer going to need the services of the creative industry much longer. So if you're a model, cooked. If you're a photographer, cooked. Videographer, designer, graphic designer, cooked. Brand strategist, creative directors, absolutely cooked. For $250, you can get a whole suite of campaign assets in less than 5 minutes. Hey man, it was fun while it lasted. They're only rolling this out now, so it's obviously not mainstream yet. But to be honest with you, I don't see creatives within the creative industry lasting that much longer at the very top anyway. What do you guys think, man? How much longer do we have as creatives within this industry? Let me know in the comments. Peace.
This is a warning, and this is your last warning. We are in the last days of reality as we know it. Hyper-realistic AI. Google Veo 3. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But you guys know what this means, right? If you didn't figure out the truth of this reality before, There is no longer a chance to know. You're done. You're effed. You're done. We've entered into a reality where truth can no longer be found. It has to be felt. Everything now can be altered, filtered, AI, fake. There is no more truth. You can't go online anymore and find some deep article that was hidden about the truth. There's nothing in people's personal experiences and stories of things that happened to them. That's all done. You're effed. There is no more truth. You can't trust the news. You can't trust footage. You can't even trust what your own eyes are seeing. Reality is up for auction, and the highest bidder owns your perception. Good luck.
You think that the AI is bad? Go search for Google VO3. Do me a favor and search for Google VO3 if you haven't seen it yet. This is the reality. This is where we're heading to. And we have so many Christians defending this technology. It was brought to my attention that someone translated tongues with ChatGPT. What a blasphemy. I pray that you all repent for blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. This is not a joke. Many of you are taking this technology lightly. You're taking it, oh, it's so easy, it's so convenient. This is how they're gonna get you. 50%, even more than 50% of the population is gonna take the mark of the beast. I am telling you. Because of the same reason, in 2020, many of you took what we told you not to take because it was convenience. Everything is about convenience nowadays. And because of that convenience, they're gonna lock us in the new system that is coming. I pray that you wake up and take this serious. This is not a joke. Stop compromising. The Holy Spirit is the Holy Spirit, is the sacred Spirit of God.
Google VO is something we legitimately have where we can generate videos and audios based on just a prompt, like fictitious, just whatever. Why do you think you need to be making money the same way people did 20 years ago? Like, Google VO can literally take anybody's career, literally anyone's career. Something that is just like a 5-second prompt now is things that used to take the people who worked on Disney months to do. So that work that used to take months now takes minutes. Why do you think making money the way that people did so long ago, working 8-hour shifts, is still acceptable? You have to change with the times because you're gonna get left back. You know, all those people now that are like elders who talk about, oh, I didn't have blah blah blah, or you know, I didn't have the opportunity to do blah blah blah. Like, they missed out because they were too busy like trying to make sure everything was perfect and fine. You need to move with the times so you don't end up like them.